You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
For the community, by the community.
Ning hao, welcome back to Champion Chinese. My name is Peipei Champion. I'm the creator of Champion Chinese program and the author of Champion Bopoma and Hanyu Pinyin, which is also called as Champion Chinese Sounding Systems and Pronunciation. This particular program has shortened the initial learning stage of all Chinese learning students from age 3 to adult. Basically, the period is about from 1 to 3 year curriculum is shortened into 2 to 5 hours and programs. So it's a very effective learning systems that I have created for all of you. Today, I am going to talk about what Chinese people think about national borders. So I will show you two characters. This is the traditional Chinese character of country or nation. And this one is a simplified Chinese character for a nation or a country. The traditional characters is pronounced as guo and is composed by the area, the border, plus this is a symbol of mouth, 口, which means people, population. And this line is under the people, which indicates the foundation. What is the foundation of people? Education, living necessity, and their interest, their potential, how they can fulfill their potential and to pursue the life, the meaning of life. So this is a foundation. So it's a country, it's a family, it's an individual growth and maturity. And of course, that including a very important part of life, that is the family life and education. Okay, and the financial support, of course. And finally, there comes the military power. So this is called ge, is a pictograph of spear, fighting and self-protective weapon, a spear. So this is, so all those compose a nation. Okay, so you can see the border is very important for Chinese people. And here is the simplified nation and country. And of course, there is a border, okay? It's like a family. You need, don't you need a wall? Do you have a window? And do you have door? Do you open your window and door unlocked? And or you just put your living room and dining room and bedroom in the open space, connect with your neighbor's house and everything. Or you will have build a wall, a roof, and you have a secure window and doors. And here, the simplified character, instead of the people and the foundation and the military power, they have a jade. What does that mean? So we remember this jade is composed by king, and when you put a dot at the to the king, add to the king, that make jade. What does that mean? King, you have to create and cultivate harmony among heaven, earth, and people, all living things. And you, this straight line means you connect, you bring, you construct the harmony for all living things between heaven and earth, which means nature. Okay? And then when you have a dot here, that means jade. Actually, jade is also a pictograph in a way. So they string the jade as like this. And this dot actually means the pattern or the spot that you can found from the jade. Okay? So, but in a way, a lot of time during the imperial era, all the kings, their seal, chop, are made with jade, beautiful jade, okay? So this jade actually indicate what? Dictatorship of a king, which indicate an imperial era of a nation. Okay, so in a way, I would say for Chinese, both traditional and simplified characters stresses the importance of their border. Okay, so that you have a line, you have a border, so that indicate how big and how you can secure your nation. Okay, I think it's just very natural that you think our president or a king is like our parents, our father figure. And one of their very important responsibility is to protect all the people in the house, or if we talk about a nation, the president or the king has the responsibility and need authority and power to protect his nation and his people. And it's just normal, isn't it? And if there is outside intruder, and of course they will need what? Military power and very secure and well-educated, well-trained people to support the nation for the safety of their country. It's just very natural. And so I'm talking about this is how Chinese people think about the borders, either people from ancient Chinese civilization or modern People's Republic of China or Republic of China, which is based in Taiwan right now. They all have the same idea about a nation need to have a secure border. Okay, and the other part I want to emphasize is, remember we talk about why Chinese character is very easy to learn, because Chinese characters are composed with three very important basic elements. One is pictographic. So here, you see the picture of the border, right? The square, that means the border. And then this is the mouth, people's mouth, that is the indication of people, population, okay? And one line after under the people. That means the foundation. And you can elaborate it into family tied value, individual value, and individual security, development, education, and everything. That's a foundation. And then military power. Okay? So border is very important for a nation. And it's like you do not, it doesn't matter which area you live in, you do not just open your front door. And of course, we are very welcoming. We like to help all people, especially for Chinese people. But when I just moved to America, my husband told me, you know, American people actually do not invite everybody to their home. You need to choose your friend. You need to choose who you invite into your home. This is just for security reason, and your home is your base. Okay, and when you have a family, you are not an individual. You have to care for the safety and feelings of all the people living in the family. And I keep thinking, I don't belong to any party, political party, but I'm just trying to explain the view of Chinese people, because we put all their ideographic, remember, into our character. Okay, so we have pictographic, we have ideographic idea. Chinese people think we need to protect and secure our living environment, because this environment is where we raise our family, our children. Or for a president, an emperor, like imperial era, they have to secure their nation for their people to grow, to live, and to thrive. Okay, so when you have a strong family, have a secure family, you can extend your loving heart to help others, of course. Okay, so that, for example, I always invite my student to my home, and we make homemade dumplings, and we share with our neighbors. Okay, but I will be very concerned if one day my husband suddenly say, I have to make food and dumpling every single day for everybody who passes my home, or in the neighborhood cities, and every day. And then I will be so overwhelmed, and I don't think I can live that way, because my money and my physical energy is limited, isn't it? So I have to think about that. Okay, so I do help a lot of students. Like when I was running my Champion Chinese Language Institute, I would say about 90% of my students couldn't afford to pay the tuition. However, I either using my own time or my effort to help all those children to learn the language and to thrive like others. Okay, and luckily I have very, very supportive parents. Like they pay their tuition, and they support their help for all the students that cannot afford to go to any school to have to learn the true Chinese language. So, but eventually I feel a little bit overwhelmed, because the school system is teaching, promoted the simplification, and then eventually, my student, when they go to school, although they have very solid foundation about the language, but parents start getting pressured because they think the mainstream is promoting the simplification. Okay, so now I want to talk about another element, very important element about Chinese characters that help Chinese to create the character, to understand and sound out the pronunciation, which is the phonetic part of the Chinese language. But in a way, this particular part is not very strong, is weak, especially when simplification was introduced. Often, either the meaning part, the idea part, and also including the phonetic part has been further have been further destroyed. Okay, so here we are. So 国, this is the nation. Okay, basically 国 is composed by the border and 或, that means or. And this actually is the ancient country. Okay, that is the original word for nation, country. And you can see, we don't see any border there, isn't it? Yes, this border is added later on. Okay, think about that. In China, thousands of years ago, there were hundreds, thousands of little tribes. There has never been a united nation until the first emperor, Qing dynasty, about 2,000 years ago. Okay, he united the nation, he united the language, and he united a lot of things. However, I do not agree that the first emperor burned all the history books, all the except math and science and medicine. He burned everything, especially because he doesn't want anything exist unless it's coincide with his thought and belief. Okay, but in a way, he did unite the nation, but he does destroy a lot of important history of and evidence of Chinese civilization. Okay, so 或 is the phonetic part of nation. 国, did you sound out 国或? Okay, so this character actually indicates how you can pronounce the Chinese character. Okay, and here you can see the simplified character. You have the border and you have the jade. Jade, the pronunciation of jade is yu. So yu has nothing to do with 国, does it? Okay, so in simplification, this not only the beautiful meaning, you care about the people, you build their foundation, and you have strong military power to protect your nation has been removed. You also destroy the very, very important phonetic part of the Chinese characters. Okay, so today the major point we are talking about is what Chinese people think about our borders. Okay, so America is a beautiful country. I myself is an immigrant, and I work very, very hard to live in this nation, and I have an American dream. I love what American government established for people, and the Constitution is just, in a way, is very idealistic system. And somehow I found a lot of people come here because of this beautiful ideal and beautiful dream. And somehow when they came into the border, they tried to alter the system, and they insist this country change into the place where they came from. And that kind of puzzled me a little bit. And sometimes people forget to cherish this beautiful nation. This nation's fundamental value has been protecting people to have a beautiful American dream, which is a dream supposed for all human beings. And so I would like to emphasize again, if there is no written language, there won't be any history, and there won't be any extension of any civilization. Okay, and we all know that all Chinese ancient written and printed materials before 1956 and a big quantity of modern written and printed material are all in traditional Chinese script. And actually, most of them are annotated in traditional phonetic sounding symbol, which I have been talking about again and again. That is called 注音 sounding symbols, or the Peipei symbols. Okay, and the 注音 symbols are derived from ancient Chinese characters, so you can use it as the construction material to build up traditional Chinese characters, and then to help people to read thousands of years Chinese material. Okay, so I want to say that learning 注音 Peipei symbol effectively is essential, very, very important to the learning of Chinese characters and Chinese culture. Okay, and here I have some cute pictures to show you. Okay, so this is, okay, look at these pictures. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can you tell me what you have seen in this picture? You probably can guess that are some people there, right? Okay, so let's look at this picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what have you seen in this picture? You probably will say, "Ooh, I see 2 people, 1 male, 1 female," and probably you have noticed their color, clothes, and probably you even noticed about the background. Have you? Okay, I will show you again those 2 pictures. First one, 1, 2, 3. Second one, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so both pictures, this one is abstract, this one is realistic, and they are both from Picasso, and it's called Lovers. Okay, so would you say the first one is very difficult to comprehend and understand, and even to copy? And probably it takes shorter time to create, because there's no rule where you want to put the eye and nose or hands, whatever you want, right? And this one probably takes longer time, but it's very easy to understand and comprehend, isn't it? Okay, so I would say, to me, I was educated and raised in traditional Chinese script and environment. When I see Chinese character, traditional one will be seeing this picture. And when I see the simplification, I will feel like this as my husband, Stephen Champion. He was the chief financial, international investment officer of Aetna. And he's very, very good in Chinese language, Chinese history, civilization, business, society. He's an expert. And of course, and when I show him this picture, I say, what do you see? And he say, upset stomach. Okay? And then of course he tell me, oh, this is you and me. And of course, a lot of loving stories. And here, so you will see that this is abstract versus realistic. Okay? So this is a book, traditional. And this is a simplified book. I just show you this, and then in the future we are going to go deep. How you can learn book in 2 seconds, and probably it's very hard for you to remember the simplified book. And this is the card in traditional. This is the simplified card, not very symmetrical. And this is the East of traditional script. This is the simplified East, okay? So next time we are going to go use very, very short, few minutes to help you understand the directions, the books, the drawing in both traditional and simplified characters, okay? And according to Dr. Andrew Robinson, he's the author of The Story of Writing. He mentioned the simplification. The result of the simplification is the confusion was the result. Okay, so I highly recommend you to read about this book. This is a very, very interesting book. And I want to remind you that Chinese traditional character is a living language. And because of their 3 inseparable and intimately entwined elements, which is pictographic, ideographic, and phonetic, these characters not only hold the power of logically imprinting lively pictures of objects we can see into our brain, but can expressively present and describe the indication of higher value of a simple word to people. And I will end with this. Socrates, many people talked to Socrates long time ago. They say, Socrates, you are still repeating the same thing I heard you say so long ago, okay, again and again. Socrates say, yes. And what is more wonderful, I am not only still saying the same things, but am saying them on the same subject, okay? Peipei Champion is talking about the importance of teaching and learning traditional phonetic sounding symbols. This is the very important critical reason that we can sustain 5,000 years ancient Chinese civilization. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again. 再见。